Hi, this is Chris Dale, Director of Communications with Morgantown Utility Board. In this video, I will highlight some of the upgrades to the Cheat Lake Wastewater Treatment Plant and briefly explain the function of each structure. In this south-facing shot taken from our drone, the current wastewater treatment plant can be seen in the bottom middle. Sunset Beach Road is on the right, and Cheat Lake and Sunset Beach Marina are directly behind the drone. The Cheat Lake plant was acquired by MUB in the 1990s. At that time, growth in the Cheat Lake area had surpassed the plant's capacity, and it was in a state of failure. To alleviate this, in 2001 the plant underwent a major expansion. This included construction of the Whites Run pump station. Currently, the plant serves roughly 3,500 customers and treats 1 million gallons of wastewater a day. This amount is more than 250,000 gallons more than the plant was designed to treat. This makes the current upgrade necessary to meet both current needs and to support future growth in the Cheat Lake area. Among the upgrades, we will install UV disinfectant to provide state-of-the-art treatment, odor control to improve air quality adjacent to the facility, standby power to support plant operations in the event of a power outage, and structures that will increase the plant's treatment capacity to 1.75 million gallons per day, an amount sufficient to meet area growth for an estimated 20+ years. The upgrade will also increase treatment system resiliency while significantly improving the effluent conveyed to Cheat Lake. I will add that as part of this process we will restore nearly 1,000 feet Kelly Run, a stream that flows through the property. I'll talk about that toward the end of this presentation. Turning our attention to the photo, the majority of the upgrades will occur in the area behind the plant, where massive grading is underway. Overall, we anticipate excavating 65,000 cubic feet of soil from the property before construction begins. A major benefit of this extensive grading is that it will reduce the sewer plant's visibility from Sunset Beach Road and nearby residences. This is especially true given that the property already sits in a bowl. I will add that the property being graded was purchased by MUB in 2018 for the very purpose of this upgrade. I'll share a reverse shot of the drone to help better identify the location of the plant. In this photo, you can see Sunset Beach Marina at the top left. Getting started with the upgrade itself, what I decided to do is, rather than attempting to point out the future location of each structure as the drone flies over the area, I thought it better to use an overlay. Here you can see the plans overlaid on a Google Earth map. This provides an approximation of the location of the upgrades. What I'll do is highlight the upgrades in green and provide a brief explanation of the role each component plays in wastewater treatment. The area highlighted here is a portion of the activated sludge storage basins. Activated sludge is a process where microorganisms are used to degrade organic material. This process is actually the end of the wastewater treatment process at the Cheat Lake plant. Cheat Lake's activated sludge is removed from this storage area and transported by truck to our Star City wastewater treatment plant for further treatment. Another improvement will occur to the circular clarifiers. These are settling tanks that remove solid particles or suspended solids for clarification and thickening. Inside the clarifiers, solid contaminants settle to the bottom of the basin and then discharge from the bottom of the tank. These critical devices will be updated with new equipment to improve performance and increase longevity. The building highlighted in the lower left is the control room and lab for the plant. We will refurbish this building to prolong its use. The smaller building that sits to the right is called the Headworks. The Headworks is where flows enter the plant and pass through screens where grit and solids are removed. This Headworks building will eventually be demolished and replaced in the area under construction. The oval-shaped structures now highlighted are oxidation ditches. As wastewater flows through these basins, oxygen is introduced to facilitate microbial activity. These microbes are important in that they play an essential part in degrading organic matter. Moving to the area that is now being graded, we'll take a look at where the new structures will be installed. What you see highlighted is a third clarifier that will be constructed as part of the upgrade. The gray dashed circle above it represents a future clarifier. Work being done today will permit a fourth clarifier to be installed when area growth requires it. Today's planning will significantly reduce future costs to ratepayers. Just beyond the third clarifier, an administration building will be added. This will serve as an important addition for the overall management of the plant. Further down the property, a new Headworks building will be constructed. As mentioned, the current Headworks will be removed. A Across the property from the new headworks, a third oxidation ditch will be installed. Like with the clarifier, the dotted lines represent the area in which a fourth oxidation ditch can be installed when area growth demands it. As for the gray area, those are paved surfaces. In closing, we'll turn our attention to Kelly Run. Moving back to the drone image, I've circled the area where the stream is currently channeled underground via an 84-inch pipe. Back to the plan, you can see where Kelly Run will be returned to its original above-ground location. At the conclusion of this project, we hope to upgrade the Whites Run and Greystone pump stations. Those projects, while very much needed, are contingent upon costs associated with the current upgrades. Please note that we will continue to post updates on the website mub.org/cheatlake. This will include drone flyovers, as well as an engineering diagram of the project along with an index. We cannot thank you enough for your support of Morgantown Utility Board. Together, we ensure that area growth remains possible and that public health and the environment is protected. If you have questions, feel free to email me, Chris Dale, at cdale@mub.org. That's cdale@mub.org. You can also call 304-292-8443 and request to speak with the Cheat Lake Upgrade Project Manager. Thank you again for your interest in this critical infrastructure project.